Alright, well, I said the Hardcorde title will be on the line first, but instead we're getting the Fatal 4-Way to determine the new #1 contender to the Hardcorde title. Programming error on my part. As you see, making his way to the ring right now from the land of the rising sun, weighing in at about 240 pounds, Fukada. Well, you know, Joey Ross, Fukada's a very dangerous man. Look at him jumping in the ring like LeBron James, dunking on somebody with that altitude from his vertical jump, if you will, coming in on the top rope, and now praying up to the gods above that he might walk out of this match as the new #1 contender for the Hardcorde title. But Fukada, very dangerous, like a Japanese Tasmanian devil. That man, he gonna come around at you and hit you from all different sides. Did you say Japanese Tasmanian devil? Yeah. Alright, well, the second competitor of this match on his way out of the ring right now, hailing from Bridgeport, Connecticut at 270 pounds, Stephen Riley. And Gospel, can you turn down your phone so you're not getting text messages while we're doing the show? Joy Ross, man, I'm a player. I got stuff going on outside VCW, because as you know, VCW ain't always around. Sometimes Daddy gotta make some paychecks, make some money. Speaking of making money, look at Stephen Riley now coming out here. Hopefully he can climb the ladder to become that new #1 contender. Well, Stephen Riley is one of the VCW originals that we talk about. He's been here since day one, and ironically enough, has never held championship gold here in VCW. Tonight, maybe he can take one step closer to capturing his first title belt here in VCW, but he's going to have a lot of work on his hands, because the other three guys in this match are all capable of coming out on top and claiming that #1 contendership heading into Capital Punishment. Again, Joe Ross, man, like I said, I'm going to play. I got girls working. I got the good Lord dealing with me. We got to make some money around here, because we don't ever know when this show's going to come back on the air again. Well, coming to the ring next, competitor number 3 from Charleston, West Virginia, Harley Race Tucker. You know, Harley Race is an industry man, you know, early on here in the VCW, when he first came around, you know, he held himself as the redneck luchador. But, you know, Harley been going through some things lately. You can see he got a little bit of change in his personality. He a little bit, what lack about word, batshit crazy right now. I mean, he talking to himself, he talking to everybody. He don't really care right now, but he in a whole different world. But Harley Ray has kind of changed up a little bit. I mean, he still has a lot of that, you know, luchador in him after spending a lot of time in Mexico. Well, he was down there just for some cervezas and some senoritas. That's what I heard. Well, that's probably true, but, you know, Harley Ray is an interesting competitor. I don't really think there's anybody else in VCW quite like Harley Ray with his combination of submission skills and his high-flying ability. That's upset right there, Joe Ross. I can't argue with that. That sounds really good to me. And making his way to the ring next, weighing in at 280 pounds, from Providence, Rhode Island, MJ Benivides. You know, I like this boy. This boy a big, strong, strapping young man. And ladies seem to like him because look at the boy got muscles on top of muscle. You know, he one of the best friends of the Hardcorde champion. So we're really interested to see if he can win this match. What kind of match he would have with the Hardcorde champion at Capital Punishment. Well, that's provided that the Hardcorde champion Jordan Zuns wins his match later tonight against Dizzy Halford, because the winner of that match is going to go on to Capital Punishment to face the winner of this match for the Hardcorde title. So you're right. I mean, it could very well be MJ versus Church. But then again, it could be MJ versus Dizzy. Well, you know, I don't want to say anything short, but don't forget, you know, Harley Ray Tucker and Dizzy Halford have formed an alliance of the well to call themselves the tag team known as After Midnight. So, you know, there's a lot of diverging storylines going on between here with these men in this match here. You see things kicking off. You see Fukada and MJ going at it, you know, on one side of the ring, and Riley and Tucker going at it on the other side. You know, look at Fukada taking it right to MJ. You know, the much bigger man. You know, we've seen that so far tonight. We saw Josh Bryant with the big upset win over Eric King. You know, we saw Carmen beat Shannon. We've seen a lot of these smaller people able to use their speed and athleticism to get the upper hand on the bigger guys. Well, wrestling is a very interesting profession when it comes to that, because, it's not about who looks like the biggest dog in the fight. It's who got the biggest bark and who got the most wag in the tail. We saw that earlier with Josh Bryant. Just seemed to have a little more wag in his tail. And, a little Miss Common, she got a lot of wag in her tail. Well, there's the MJ with that big headbutt to the shoulder for Fukada, taking him down. Look at Riley now scooping up Tucker with another slam. Stephen Riley, he's been around in VCW for 4 years now and has never held championship gold. So, it's just interesting to see him in this match again. And, he hasn't been a complainer. He hasn't gone to the board of directors or the general managers or anybody else here in VCW and complained about, not getting title shots or not getting this or not getting that. He's just come in and very workmanlike done his job, Lewis. Well, look at this. Stereo whips into the ring. That's kind of an interesting thing to have happen there at one time. You see Fukada kick MJ right in the side of the head. Talking about that Japanese Tasmanian devil there coming around kicking MJ in the head. And look at that. Grabbed a chair, but MJ able to wrest it away from him. But, Riley, he been around the block. He knows what the deal is. And sometimes, patience is a virtue. And tonight, Riley, if he can somehow pull this out, he going to have some virtue coming towards him in the form of a title shot. Well, Fukada now has got one of those replica title belts, and MJ looks like he grabbed the chair, but now he's just taking that belt away from Fukada and just blasts Fukada right in the face with that title belt, and now working him over. Looks like Riley was trying to find something in the ring, but MJ slid out and knocked whatever he was trying to grab away from him, kind of preemptive striked him. Look at that nice sleeper slam from Tucker onto Riley. As MJ and Fukada keep going back and forth and keep taking the weapons away from each other. And I have no idea what just happened there. And why everybody's moving like they're on heroin. Everything's just gotten really, really slow. A little bit of technical difficulties, folks. Hang on just a second. Alright, so I'm being told that's just the way it is, so we're going to have to deal with this right now, folks. So, for all those people who love VCW and love the work we do here, you're just going to bear with us here as we're kind of trying to get this thing up to speed. As there you see MJ with a big overhead belly-to-belly suplex on Fukada. And now we are back up to normal speed. Joey Ross, I just got to say, for a show that takes 3-4 months off at a time, like VCW does, we have more technical glitches than a Ring of Honor pay-per-view show. Oh, really? Way to go. Way to throw Ring of Honor under the bus. Well, I'm just saying, every time I try to buy a pay-per-view, I want to see Kevin Steen fight. And by the time I get to the end of the note, all I see is snow. And I don't mean the rapper called my informer. Me not saying that I'm going to blame. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about just nothing but static. Well, right now you see Stephen Riley and Harley Tucker on the outside. Fukada going back out after MJ. Do you have a dog in this fight here, Lewis? Man, I really like Fukada. I think that boy could be something special here in BCW. Man, the boy got a nice little look. Don't think he got to work on getting somebody to talk for him because he don't speak the language that well. But Fukada definitely an interesting character, to say the least. But I would really like to see MJ win, because I like to see MJ and Church go at it. Since they just boys and they good friends, I just want to see them fight it out. Did you say holla? Yeah, sometimes it slips out, man. I ain't gonna lie about it. Sometimes it slips out. I just roll with it. Well, there's you Fukada taunting the crowd as MJ's under the ring looking for something. Looks like he's trying to grab a chair. Oh, he's got a trash can. Oh, he tried to bash Fukada. Oh, there he got him. Fukada got away the first swing, but didn't escape the second one. And Riley's got a table, and he just bashed Tucker in the ribcage with it. Now, Fukada took the trash can away, but MJ was able to knock it out away from him. And there's Fukada kicked to the side of the head again. And now Tucker trying to work over Riley, but Riley counters it. Tucker now counters Riley and throws Riley back up into the ring. And now, look at Tucker now with the kick to the side of the head. A couple big tag team matches come up later tonight, as you're going to see America's Most Criminal, the tag team champions, take on a new tag team called Southern Comfort. Brandon Winkler and Nick Udy. And then we're also going to have the Freaks of Nature are on the bill tonight. The Natural, Brian Dent, and the Maniac, Mike Kleins. And they're going to be taking on 2/3 of the Game Changers and Stu Rogers and Brett Daniels. Now all four men back in the ring. Fukada working over MJ. Riley, a big scoop slam on Tucker. And kind of bounced him off the stairs a little bit. And then MJ just takes out Fukada. Now he's calling for a finisher. Meanwhile, Riley's got him up. Riley bomb. And MJ's got his move up. The benefactor. But Riley's got the cover and a 3 count. Steven Riley able to get his finisher in before Benivides could get his in. And Riley is going to Capital Punish, or is going on next week to face the winner of the Hardcorde match later for a title shot. I'm overwhelmed. Boy, just take a breath and calm down. Steven Riley, look at him. And again, we're back into slow motion. Apparently, Steven Riley has just morphed into his own montage. But Steven Riley, the long-time VCW superstar, gets the win in this fatal 4-way match. And Joey Roth, that man gonna get a chance for some gold. Well, we don't pay cash for gold like you see in other places, but Steven Riley, with one of the biggest wins of his career, coming up next, you're gonna see more wrestling. Hopefully at regular speed. We'll be right back.